Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. We're doing the UK Super League, although it is more of a tournament for 32 teams, the top 8 in each of the 4 respective leagues. We're not just doing the UK and then stopping, we will also be doing more. Whoa. So, let's spin. Who is the first team that we are drawing in the round of 32? It is going to be Larna, the Northern Irish side, who I think at least they are the second best team in Northern Ireland, but apparently they got 5th last year in the Northern Irish Football League. So, you say what you want to say. Who's playing Larna? It is Spurs. We should all be familiar with Spurs, 4th in the Premier League. That calls for an interesting matchup. Who is the first team that we are drawing in match 2? It is going to be... drumroll, please. Motherwell. Actually, I don't know if my mother is well. I'll have to ask her later, but, yeah. Who is playing the Scottish team that got 5th, I believe, last year in the Scottish Premiership? It is going to be Linfield. Our first league winners, the Northern Irish Football League winners, Linfield, only barely missing out on Conference League qualification on penalties to the Latvian Rigas Futbolaskola. Who is the first team we are drawing into match 3? It is going to be... Is that Celtic? That is Celtic. Celtic Glasgow. Celtic Glasgow. If we do have an inter-country affair, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm really not. Okay. Who is playing the Scottish Giants? West Ham. That is a really, really interesting matchup. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is one interesting matchup. Match 4. Who's the first team drawn in match 4? Glentoran Belfast. This side is currently atop the Northern Irish Football League. But this side last year, I think they got 6th. So bad for Glentoran Belfast, who's playing the team based in the capital of Northern Ireland. It is going to be Flint Town United. Barely sneaking in from Wales. This side is playing the Northern Irish team. Playing in the 5th matchup that we are drawing. It is going to be Aberystwyth. Oh god. Aberystwyth. That's a terrible name. Welsh teams have terrible names. Come on, get better names. Who's playing Aberystwyth? It is going to be, please be a good team so I can actually not let them go through. Ross County. So this side didn't barely sneak in at 8th or anything. No, they got 6th. Ross County got 6th. Really good last year from Ross County. In 7th was actually it was not even Hibernian. It was Livingston. In 8th was Hibernian, and I believe 10th was Aberdeen. Ballymena United kicks off match 6. Ballymena United. Who is the Northern Irish outfit playing They're playing the lovely side of Cliftonville, another Northern Irish side who actually have, I think, a negative goal difference in the 2022-2023 NIFL. But the side got second last year in the NIFL. Who's kicking off match 7? Rangers Glasgow. Rangers Glasgow kicks off match day 7. And who is playing the Scottish absolute powerhouses? It will be Livingston. This side got 7th in the Scottish Premiership last year and are looking to take down Inner Country Giants. Who kicks off the halfway point at match day 8? It is going to be Pennybont. Again, with the Welsh teams. Come on. Now, who ends off the halfway point? Playing against Pennybont. It is going to be... Looks like it's going to be Cardiff. It's actually going to be Cardiff Metropolitan. Cardiff Metropolitan. Is that how you spell it? Guess that is. Starting off the second half of the UK Super League round of 32 is Leicester. Barely sneaking into this list, I will admit, but the side currently sit last in the Premier League with 1 measly point. Who plays the Foxes? Will it be a Giant and knock the Foxes out? Or will the Foxes get a smaller team and miraculously make it through? They're playing Chelsea. Alrighty then. Okay. They are screwed. Kicking off the 10th matchup is the team that goes by the name of Crusaders. This side got 5th in the NIFL last year, and were eliminated of the Conference League qualifications, and are now looking to make the round of 16 of the UK Super League. Who will be their opponent and who might crush their dreams? It will be Hibernian. The side barely sneaked in over St. Mirren in the Scottish Premiership last year, getting a measly 8th, having been in Conference League qualifiers that season. The 11th matchup consists of the team that goes by the name of Newtown. This side, one of the better sides in Wales, and not at all did they barely sneak in, comfortably sneaking in to the round of 32. Who is playing the Welsh Giants? It will be English Giants, Liverpool. This side currently sits in 8th in the English Premier League. Not the best of signs for Liverpool, having lost 4-1 to Napoli in the Champions League, and then beating Ajax 2-1 on match day 2. They currently sit second in their Champions League group, behind Napoli, who have been just on a crazy streak. Coleraine will kick off the 12th matchup, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Coleraine does kick off the 12th matchup. And playing against Coleraine, it will be Manchester City. They are probably the biggest side in the UK, and they kick off their campaign against little ol' Coleraine. Match day 13 sees which side from the United Kingdom? It is going to be Manchester United. This side got 6th in the English Premier League and are now looking to redeem themselves, having lost 1-0 in their opening matchup to Real Sociedad, who will be playing the former English Giants, which boasts the likes of Ronaldo and the GOAT Harry Maguire. The Welsh League champions, the New Saints, actually based in England, so maybe they just wanted to get away from the English Football League and try to get some trophies, which they successfully did last season. They're kind of an anomaly, as most Welsh sides want to get in on the English Footballing League system. Who will get into match day 14? It will be Arsenal. This side only lost out on Champions League qualification by 1 point to Tottenham Hotspur's inner city rivals, and now want to get back at them and maybe even will draw them eventually later in the competition. Who will play the Gunners? It will be Kane Foreign Town. This side did barely sneak in, as the Welsh are now looking to overtake Arsenal and put up a big upset. Match day 15, Ballatown, Hearts of Midlothian, Dundee United, or Glenavon. The only country that isn't represented in these last 4 spins is England, who will be kicking off match day 15. Hearts of Midlothian. That team apparently, according to my mom, sounds like a soap opera, but they are now trying to make soap operas win the Hearts of Midlothian. They're trying now to make them win the UK Super League. Who is playing the Scottish absolute giants? Will it be Dundee, Glenavon, or Ballatown? It looks like it's going to be Glenavon, and it's going to be Hearts of Midlothian versus Glenavon, which means our last match day is complete. Dundee United and Ballatown. I did put a spelling error here. I did not put a spelling error there. Round of 32, Larner versus Spurs on aggregate. I do think the North London side absolutely crushes the Northern Irish. I don't think there is a doubt. Motherwell Linfield, that does call for an interesting matchup, but I think it will barely go ever so slightly to Linfield. So it's a Glasgow versus West Ham. An interesting matchup. It is really evenly balanced, but I think in the end it does go to Celtic. Glentoran Belfast and Flint Town United. I think that will absolutely crushingly go to Glentoran Belfast. Aberystwyth Tamaith and Ross County. I'm not biased, but I think Ross County wins that. Ballymena and Cliftonville. I don't think it will be the easiest game, but I think Cliftonville does advance. I don't think Livingston will achieve their goal of progressing through Rangers Glasgow and will lose 5-2 on aggregate. Pennybont and Cardiff Metropolitan. I think that will go to Cardiff Metropolitan. Leicester and Chelsea. I do think this is a pretty solid match. Chelsea does crush the Foxes. Crusaders and Hibernian, not the most evenly balanced teams. I do think it will actually go to penalties, where the Scottish barely, but ever so slightly win. I don't know what I was saying there. Newtown and Liverpool. I think Liverpool just crushes the Welsh. Even though they are having quite struggles, I do think they will win. Coleraine and Manchester United. Manchester City, I'm sorry, but that has to go to a big Man City win. City and the New... I meant to put down United. So United and the New Saints. I'm going to go for United to only barely win. Arsenal and Kane Foreign Town. I am sorry, Kane Foreign Town. Hearts of Midlothian and Glenavon. I think that goes to Hearts. And then Dundee and Bala. Interesting. Very tight. And I think it goes to Bala. I think it does. Okay, so let's just quickly add back those teams. Any Northern Irish teams did I predict to advance? I did predict Linfield to advance. Did I predict Cliftonville to advance. Ballatown and Dundee. I said Dundee were not going to go through. So, help myself out there. Did I predict Cliftonville to go through? I'll just go down. Linfield, Glentoran, Belfast. I did say that we'd win, so Glentoran, Belfast. Come back to the wheel. Ross County, a Scottish team. I don't know what I'm saying. Cliftonville is coming back at the expense of Ballymena United, though. The fellow Northern Irish club. Coleraine have been eliminated. And Glenavon have been eliminated. Pretty solid amount of Northern Irish clubs that are staying in the competition. The New Saints, I predicted they wouldn't advance. I didn't predict Newtown to advance, or Cairnforth Town, or Flint Town. I did predict Cardiff Metropolitan, I think. Metropolitan. I did, oh my god, wow. I did not predict Aberystwyth. I did not predict Pennybont. In Scotland, I did predict Celtic. I did predict Rangers? Question mark? I did, yeah, they played Livingston. Did I predict Hearts? Yeah, I did predict Hearts. I said no to Dundee. I said no to Motherwell. I said yes to Ross. I said no to Livingston. I think I said yes to Hibernian as well. Can we just check almost all the boxes for England? I did predict City. I did predict Liverpool. I did predict Chelsea. I did predict Spurs. I did predict Arsenal. I did predict United. I didn't predict West Ham, and I didn't pick Leicester. That should be 16 inputs. I'm actually going to delete the inputs that are not needed. We should end up with 16 inputs after I do clear up all of this. 17, 16. We do have a clean 16 inputs left. Who is our first team drawn in the round of 16? It will be Cardiff Metropolitan. That's an interesting one. It really is. I do think that since they are the first team, they could technically get everyone. Metropolitan. Oh, I spelled that wrong, right? Oh yeah, I spelled that wrong. Yeah, they can play everyone. They could play teams that are beatable to like as Bala Town to like Liverpool. You really do not want to get on the side of the wheel from Linfield to Hibernian. You really don't want to get those teams. We'll see what Cardiff Metropolitan ends up with. They will end up with Cliftonville. Alright. Cardiff Metropolitan ending up with Cliftonville. That is a pretty good matchup. The second match of the round of 16, who will it be? It will be the absolute powerhouse of City. Manchester City. Who will the Giants play? The English Giants play. Who will they play? They will play Manchester United. No, I swear I'm not rigging this. I swear I am not rigging this. Man City versus Man United. You are kidding me. Absolutely kidding me. I swear this isn't rigged. This isn't edited. Think about how many videos I've actually edited, though. I don't edit almost any of my videos. Chelsea. Another English Giants. 3 English Giants. Back to back to back. Will they get Liverpool and finish off the reign of English Giants? Technically, Arsenal is an English Giant, kind of. I mean, they're a giant, but not like in England. Linfield, the Northern Irish League winners. Linfield. Match 4. Who's the first team drawn in match 4? It will be Arsenal. Okay. Who is playing the Giants, but not in England? Who is playing Arsenal? Let's just say that. Who's playing the Gunners? It will be Glentoran and Belfast. No, I'm not even kidding here. Honestly, if you looked at the 2020-2021 form, Glentoran and Belfast could have actually beaten Arsenal. Last season, it depends on which month it is. If it was April or May, probably Glentoran and Belfast. Earlier in the season, probably Arsenal. This season, it kind of looks like Glentoran and Belfast and Arsenal. I think it would more. You'll see later, actually. Hibernian, the Scottish Fallen Giants. Interesting. Now, who's playing the Fallen Scottish Giants? It will be Spurs, right? It is Spurs. Could you imagine I predict Spurs to win the competition? It will be their first major trophy since 2008 when they won the Carabao Cup. Ross County! Okay! This side. Can you remember this side? I really can't. Okay, the only beatable opponent here is Ballatown. Let's be honest, they would lose to anyone they get except for Ballatown. And it's not Ballatown, it's Celtic Glasgow. Although Ballatown were the next team over. Celtic Glasgow versus Ross County. Who is next up? Some pretty balanced teams. Liverpool Rangers actually did play. They haven't played. What am I saying? I'm dumb. Ballatown is drawn. And the last draw of the round of 16 of the UK Super League. I might do this next season. I said might is Rangers. Ballatown versus Rangers. Okay. And then Liverpool versus Hearts of Midlothian. I'm actually going to just say they're not here. I'm just going to say they're not here. Boom. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Metropolitan and Cliftonville. That's probably the most evenly balanced matchup. But I think it goes to Cardiff Metropolitan. City and United, I'm giving that to City. Chelsea and Linfield. Not to Chelsea. Arsenal and Glentoran Belfast. Yeah, I'm sorry. What could you expect from me? Hibernian and Spurs. I'll give that to Spurs. Ross, I think they could actually put up a better performance. 4-2, how about that? Balltown Rangers. Let's just go with that, yeah. And then I think Liverpool might actually struggle versus Hearts. And I'm saying they will struggle versus Hearts. So, Linfield, I said no, right? Did I say no to Linfield? I said no to Linfield. I said no to Cliftonville. And I said no to Glentoran Belfast. I said no to Ballatown? Oh my god, I did. Cardiff, yes. Did I say no to Celtic? Why would I? I said no. I said yes to Rangers. I said yes to Hearts. I said no to Ross. What did I say to Hibernian? I said no to Hibernian. Did I say yes to City? I did indeed say yes to City. I said no to Liverpool. What did I say to Chelsea? I said yes to Chelsea. What did I say to Spurs? Spurs is yes, and then Arsenal, yes, United, quarterfinals, match 1. What happens? Who is getting drawn up versus who? Arsenal! Wow. Arsenal starts off in the quarterfinals. Who does the London side face? They could probably lose. They might actually lose to Cardiff Cardiff M. They could lose to Cardiff M, I'll just say. Metropolitan. Yes, Cardiff Metropolitan. David, you are a genius. I am a genius! Oh my god! Cardiff. I said ketchup. Cardiff Metropolitan. Wow. God, how do you spell it? Paulton? I think I spelled that right, yeah. Okay. Not a lot of good options. Not a lot of good options for Cardiff Metropolitan. And they got Arsenal. Oh well. Rangers Glasgow. Okay, Rangers Glasgow. Right here. Who does the Scottish team play against? I think they will play. I don't think anything. I think they are playing Chelsea. It is Rangers versus Chelsea. Okay. Spurs. Now, who is playing Spurs? That's the big question that everyone wants answered. Is it City, Hearts, or Celtic? They could actually be any because, Spurs always manages to beat City somehow. Oh god, it is City! Wow! Incredible. Which means it is a Celtic Glasgow. Hearts of Midlothian quarterfinal match. You gotta go for the upsets, right? You gotta go for the upsets. I think Rangers does absolutely not crush Chelsea. I think Chelsea does win. Spurs will beat City somehow, and then Celtic crushes through Hearts. Okay, we are going to confirm Cardiff. We're going to confirm Celtic. We're going to get rid of Rangers. We're going to get rid of Hearts. We're going to get rid of City. We're going to... What are we going to do to Chelsea? We're keeping Chelsea, right? Yeah, we're keeping Chelsea. We're keeping Spurs, and we're deleting Arsenal. Cardiff Metropolitan has no good options. The most beatable opponent is probably Spurs. Why am I giving Chelsea so much love? Aren't they like 7th? Okay, it is Chelsea. Chelsea have advanced to the semi-finals. Ketchup. Oh my god, I said ketchup again. Cardiff Metropolitan. I don't know why I'm giving Chelsea that much love. If I go to the Premier... I don't have the Premier League tab open. EPL. I go here. Chelsea only played 6 matches in the Premier League, I'm assuming then, right? 6 matches, 10 points, -1 goal difference, and I'm trusting the side to make the semis? I'm so foolish. And then that means we have a Spurs-Celtic final. I close the tab. No, not final, a semi-final. Celtic, Glasgow. Again, I don't know why I'm giving Chelsea all the love. Cardiff Metropolitan has advanced to the final. Yeah, baby, woo! Spurs, Celtic. Tough. It's tough. Oh my god. And I do think Celtic edge it on penalties. I think that I do. The final is a well-known Cardiff Metropolitan. I said it right that time. I didn't spell it right though. And Celtic Glasgow. And the final score will be I know, right? And then yeah, Cardiff Metropolitan would have gone through Pennybont, would have gone through Cliftonville, would have gone through Arsenal, Chelsea, and then Celtic to win the UK Super League. Okay, Cardiff Metropolitan UK winners. Woo! Congratulations, Cardiff Metropolitan. Guys, if you do have any suggestions what you want me to do for part 4, I could do a variety of things. I could do the Balkans, but please don't make me do that. The Baltics, Scandinavia, or the Nordics. You could do the Benelux countries. We could do Iberia. We could do lots of stuff. It doesn't even have to be in Europe. It could just be the countries with the Amazon. Although that would also probably suck. We could do some Asian. We could do like the sub-Indian continent. Lots of stuff. Leave me some suggestions in the comments. And if there isn't comments on, go to my most recent video with comments on and tell me, because I do get notifications when someone comments on my videos. Peace.